welcome to Alchemy Coach. In this section, we are going to discuss about the vitamins. It is the part of biochemistry here, and in vitamins, we are discussing here basically about the types of vitamins, how the vitamins is going to be classified in the different types, how they are going to perform in our body, perform the action in our body, and the different types of their function and how they are going to perform their action in our body. So let's start our topic. The vitamins are basically, we are first going to start with the definition of vitamins. And what is vitamin? Is it basically, it is the organic compound present in a small amount in the various food substances. Means the vitamins are the organic compound which is present already what the food sources we utilizes during our meal. These all the food sources will be rich of vitamins. And what is the need of these vitamins in our body? What is the requirement of these vitamins? Basically, the requirement of vitamin is needed for the growth and maintenance of our body growth and development functioning. So the growth is maintained by the vitamins. So the vitamins are basically important for our growth purposes. Where they come from? They are coming from the food source particles. And what are the different types of vitamins? We are going to see later, but for now you can see here the dietary essential. The some of the vitamins are essential and they are taken from the diets, and we can see they are not synthesized in the body. What the two terms are coming here basically, essential and non-essential. If the any vitamins is synthesized in our body, that is the non-essential vitamin. It is because it is not required to synthesize, or it is not required to taken from outside, because it is synthesized in our body. But what the vitamin sources which is not produces in our body, we have to take from outside. So this type of vitamin is called as essential, and these are the dietary vitamins basically. Now we are going to see the endogenously synthesized vitamins. Endogenously synthesized means they are somehow going to synthesize in our body or by our body. So we are going to synthesize the classification of vitamins in two sections. What is the section here? The by the body and in the body. Either they are synthesized inside the body or either by the body. It means by the body, it means the regulation is done in the surface of the body. We can see here the two vitamins, that is niacin and vitamin D. The niacin and vitamin D is synthesized from where? So the niacin is synthesized from the tryptophan amino acid, and vitamin D is synthesized from the 7-dehydrocholesterol. So these are the two substances through which these two vitamins are synthesized by the body. What is it? Tryptophan amino acid synthesizes into the niacin amino acid, and 7-dehydrocholesterol is going to synthesize into the vitamin D. And this 7-dehydrocholesterol is present in our skin surface, and when the ultraviolet B radiation will fall on our skin, this 7-dehydrocholesterol is going to convert into the vitamin D basically. And how they are going to convert the ultraviolet B radiation? What is the wavelength of this ultraviolet B radiation is here? We can see 290 to 315 nanometer. So the radiation which is falling on our skin and the conversion of 7-dehydrocholesterol into the vitamin D is basically due to the ultraviolet B radiation, that is 290 to 350 nanometer of wavelength. Now we are going to see what are the vitamins which is synthesized in the body. In the body we can see vitamin K, biotin and pantothenic acid. These are the three vitamins which is going to synthesize inside our body by the some bacterial flora of the intestine. What is the bacteria? What is the pathogens which is present in our gut or the GIT or the intestinal tract? This bacteria is going to synthesize several vitamins. That is like the vitamin K, biotin and pantothenic acid is synthesized inside the body in the gut region. So it is endogenously synthesized vitamins. Now we are going to move further. The classification of vitamin is basically into two types, and hope you understand and know about it. The classification of vitamins is basically two types, the fat soluble and water soluble. The fat soluble is basically four here: vitamin A, D, E, K. A, D, E, K is the vitamin which is fat soluble vitamin. They are soluble in the fatty substances or the lipids, but the water soluble, all the B complexes vitamin, it means all the complexes of vitamin B are the water soluble. And vitamin C is also a water soluble. So now you tell me, the fat soluble vitamin is ADA, but the water soluble vitamin is all the complexes of B complex. All the complexes of vitamin B and vitamin C are the water soluble vitamins. Now we are going to see something important here. These vitamin B complexes are divided into the three different parts on the basis of their action. We can see energy releasing. Some of the B complexes vitamins are acting as an energy releasing factor. Some of them are hematopoietic in nature, and some of them having other functions. So we are going to discuss here what are the vitamin B complexes which is going to perform their function as energy releasing. The first one is B1, that is thiamine, that is vitamin B1 is called as thiamine. Vitamin B2, that is called as riboflavin. Vitamin B3 is called as niacin. Vitamin B5 is called as pantothenic acid. And biotin, that is vitamin B7 basically. So B1, B2, B3, B5 and B7 are the energy releasing vitamin B complex. Next one, hematopoietic. They are going to produce hematopoiesis and the cells of the red blood cells, and these all are synthesized hematopoietic cells are. And what is it? That is vitamin B9, that is folic acid, and cobalamin, that is cyanocobalamin basically. They are called as vitamin B9. So B9, that is folic acid, and B12 cyanocobalamin or cobalamin, they are the hematopoietic in nature. Next one, other function is included pyridoxine, that is vitamin B6. So these are the B complexes, different types and different classified into their different functioning and energy releasing, or either on the basis of their hematopoietic nature or the other functioning. Now we are going to see here several differences between the classification of how we are going to identify which vitamin is fat soluble and on which category they are going to divide, and there is some differences between them. We are going to see here the fat soluble vitamin is here, and here is water soluble vitamin. Now look on it, the absorption, how the fat soluble vitamin is going to absorb inside our body. It is in the form of chylomicron. First the fat particles is going to converted into the chylomicron, and they after that it is capable to absorb in our gut. So it is in the form of chylomicron basically. So now you know the fat is absorbed, or the fat soluble vitamin is absorbed in the form of chylomicron. But water soluble vitamin, it means B complexes and C, that is vitamin C, is no need of chylomicron. There is no any need of chylomicron because they are the water soluble. They are directly passes from the gut to the blood circulation. Next we can see a storage of these vitamins. A storage is basically the fat soluble, all the fat soluble vitamins A, D, E, K basically they are going to store in our liver, they are going to store in our adipose tissues. But the water soluble vitamins, they are not stored, they are never going to be stored, they all are going to secreted from the body. Next we can see excretion function. The fat soluble vitamin is not going to excrete it because it is going to stored in our body, so it is not going to excreted from our body. It is stored in liver or the adipose tissue. But the water soluble is again, it is going to excreted in urine because it is not stored in our body. So it is the breakdown after these components will be going into our excretion and excretory substances, and they are going to excreted out through the urine system or the fecal matter. Now we are going to see the toxicity. Which one is toxic? The fat soluble vitamin H more toxic because it is going to absorb in our body, it is going to stored in our body for the longer time, and it can produce toxicity. But here they are going to not toxic. Why? Because they are not going to store in our body for a longer time. First point. Next point, we can see here one exception: vitamin B6 and niacin. They are toxic for the some time, but generally they are not toxic. Next, we can see what is the function of fat soluble vitamins. Their function will be varied according to their name. The vitamin A is for the several function, vitamin D is for the several function, E is for the several function. So we are going to learn in the several sequences of vitamin parts. So for now, we can see vitamin K has coenzyme role. This one is important here. Vitamin K is coenzymes role, and water soluble, all the types of water soluble is having coenzyme functions. So this is all about the introductory part. In next part, we are going to discuss all the vitamins in detail side about type vitamin A, vitamin D, E, K. We discuss like this all the fat soluble together and all the water soluble vitamins together in the different sections of the vitamin part. So for now, it is only introduction about the vitamin. So thank you. See you next video. Take care. Bye bye.